quickly call him and make sure that he can come online. Hey Deepak, did you join using Chrome? Yeah, but I can't see you. You will have to join using Chrome browser. So only then will your camera feed come in. Can can you quickly do that? Sure. Okay, thanks. Okay, folks. So we have a little bit of a delay from our side. Unfortunately, the Millions platform works best on Chrome, and we'll just wait for Deepak to log back in using Chrome, and then we should be able to get his feed. For those of you who are joining in right now, you may have seen the original post where Mr. Shihan Sharif Bapu, the president of MMA India and the director of South Asia with the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Federation, he was supposed to be the original guest. Uh, but unfortunately, Mr. Sharif Babu could not make it to the show today. Thankfully, we have a savior with us, and he's just joined us right now, Mr. Deepak Bhaskar.
Hi,
He
Vaibhav.
is the Hey, Deepak, welcome on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being here. I was just giving a small introduction to the people,
Yeah.
mentioning that Sharif Babu could not join us, but we were saved by you. Uh, so, thank you again. So, for people joining in right now, let me just give a small introduction of Deepak Bhaskar. He is the official state representative of Uttar Pradesh for both WBC Muay Thai India and MMA India. He's been running the Flying Bear MMA school in Bareilly, and he's
Yeah.
produced some champions across formats, whether it's kickboxing, whether it's Muay Thai or MMA, sending athletes to the MMA World Championships in Abu Dhabi, as well as Naveen Haryanvi, who gave an incredible fight for the WBC Muay Thai India title, to the point that we actually thought he'll come out with the gold. But it was amazing. It's always amazing to talk to Deepak and to see his students perform well. So again, welcome to the show, Deepak.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Deepak, for everybody who's joining us, tell us a little bit about yourself and about Flying Bear.
So the gym started back in like 2021. So that was
Hmm.
when I officially started the gym. So I was
Right,
teaching here and there before that. Like I rented a house and I used to teach it on the terrace. Like during the
wow,
lockdown times, we were not supposed to go to the gym. So
right,
I was getting students there. I was teaching them on the terrace with just some mitts and a couple of skipping ropes and a couple of weights.
right.
So this is how we started. So I did my first championship back in 2019, I believe. So
Hmm.
this was my first MMA championship in Delhi. So
Okay,
I entered the competition with I guess like five fighters and we won like two of the fights and this is how we got the push like we are going in the right direction, like we are
right.
doing the right thing. And
Hmm.
then I heard about WBC coming to India. I remember running after you like I want to be a part. I want to be a part. Like this is something I want to be a part of, like really bad. And
Right.
and it's been an incredible journey after that. So the fighters
Mhm.
have been doing good. Like we are even preparing for the WBC World Championship now. So I'm getting fighters across states. Naveen is
Mhm.
back in Bareilly from Haryana.
Oh, nice.
So another one is coming in from Kanpur. So
Right.
we're preparing for the camp and I'm hoping we'll do something here in Bangkok. So the
Oh, that'll be
whole
amazing.
go.
Yeah, I mean, we need good fighters, and I can't, look at too many coaches around who produce consistently good fighters. You're one of them, so we definitely need
Thank you.
a good contingent from your side. And now that Naveen's back, maybe Naveen can go there as well because there is the elite category for pro athletes out there. So if he
I
wants,
know,
he
I
can
know.
always go there and get back some medals for India.
He's super excited actually. He even requested me to send me there a month before, so I can prepare for the camp there. So we're actually
Ah,
working on that. So he might
brilliant.
leave in January. So he'll be training there
Uh-huh.
for a month and then he'll be training there. Yeah.
Awesome. So, Deepak, how did you get into martial arts? Whether it's mixed martial arts, kickboxing, when was the first time you got introduced to it?
Before joining into martial arts, I was working as a fitness instructor in Delhi.
Right.
So, I always admired martial arts. Always wanted to learn it. So I just took
Hmm.
a basic kickboxing course. It was not like a professional kickboxing course. It was like just to introduce some punches and kicks to the clients. To get
Right.
more personal winning clients to make more money, and somehow one thing led to another. I met my coach, uh, Captain Sahil Chopra. So he was in
Okay.
the army. He's still in the army. So
Hmm.
he was teaching Kali. So
Okay.
he asked me, like, the basics, like, would you be interested in joining with me and training the army? So I
Hmm.
was like, yeah, this is like one of the a lifetime opportunity. So I worked with him.
Hmm.
I used to go to army bases, and we would
Right.
teach them basic strength and conditioning drills, and I would train with the soldiers. So
Hmm.
Kali was actually my first martial art,
Okay.
and then we had a plan, like, the whole team was supposed to go to US to train under
Hmm.
coach Eric Paulson. um
Okay.
I didn't knew that you can't get the first US visa. So my visa got declined, so they were like,
Uh,
yeah, so my
mhm.
visa got declined, the all the other guys got one. So instead I
Okay.
went to Thailand. So I was like, I
Right.
need to learn something. I'm going. I'm prepared.
Hmm.
I left my job for that. So I went to
Okay. Wow.
Thailand. I went to Tiger Muay. I
Hmm.
stayed there for a month, and
Hmm.
the team was training with Coach Eric, and I was alone. So that was my first international solo trip. So I was
Wow.
alone in Phuket. So I
Hmm.
trained there for a month. I trained in, I guess, I trained in Muay Thai. I trained in Krabi Krabong. I trained in Muay Boran,
Okay.
and
Wow.
it was like going to a martial arts school altogether. We used to go start training 8 a.m. in the morning, and then it used to go on till like 4 or 5 in the evening. We would crawl back to our room. So this is how this got my interest. Like, I was like, this is
Hmm.
what I need to do now. So
Right.
every opportunity I would get, I would just fly back there. I would stay there. Be it for I even went there for like 3 days. So
Uh-huh.
3 days, 4 days. Every time I got an opportunity, I would fly there. I would train, and I would come back. I would train
Mhm.
people here, and this actually got people interested. Right? So
Right.
people came to know about martial arts. Like, people came to learn about Muay Thai and MMA. Like,
Right.
before this, every time you would tell them that I'm doing martial arts, you were like, what are you doing? Taekwondo, judo, karate. So this is what they do here. So
Right.
interest in MMA actually grew here.
Hmm.
So this is how I got into it, and I've been loving the journey ever since.
Right. No, I'm glad you mentioned that, because in India, even today, people don't know what Muay Thai, what MMA is. Because I remember, when I was fighting MMA for the Indian team at the IMF World Championships, right? One of my neighbors,
Yeah.
she was walking by in Bangalore, and her mother was with her, and she's like, ये भैया कराटे करते हैं. Like,
I still get that. मुझे बहुत सुनने को मिलता है.
right. But yeah, it's interesting. But I'm glad you're able to bring it back to India and to Bareilly, and not just bring it back, but produce champions out there. That is amazing. And we always heard about people doing martial arts since childhood, right? And that is one way to do it. But I
Yeah.
sometimes believe people, like, even I found it very late in life, and people who find it late in life are the ones who love it the most because they chose it. It's not just handed over to them.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same with you.
Yes, yes, actually, even I started very late. So my first
Mm.
experience was around the age of 25. So that was the
Wow.
first time
Okay.
I actually started training. So
Huh.
a lot of people told me that you should go and fight. You should fight yourself. Like, and I was into coaching since day one.
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
I wanted to try, but then I thought that I'm actually late to start fighting in my career. So I thought
Hmm.
let's stick to just learning everything, like whatever I can get my hands on. So
Hmm.
25, I still feel like I can still train for India. I can still go and fight. So
Right.
right now I'm 33. And I still feel like every
Uh-huh.
time I corner my guys when they're
Hmm.
fighting, I watch them fighting in the ring. I feel like, यार मैं जाऊंगा अभी मैं करके आता हूँ कुछ ना कुछ. Every competition I come back from, मैं एकदम
Uh-huh.
pumped होता हूँ कि यार एक साल और ट्रेन करते. Let's
Hmm.
try my luck कि मैं भी लड़के देखता हूँ अंदर.
नहीं एक बार तो लड़ो यार. It's an amazing feeling when you get in there. Right. So, and to be
I
honest,
don't
I'll
think.
personally say you're quite young. because I'm 38. I'm still fighting. So I think you still have a good 5 years at least.
I look like your older brother.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving. Sometimes I really wish I looked older because even now when I go for weigh-ins with kids younger than me, it always looks the other way around. I'm like, yeah, thoda agar, gray aa jata, dadi wadi aa jata, it would have been so much better at the weigh-ins.
I tell
Right.
you, you shift to a small city and you start training fighters. तो गेम बहुत जल्दी आएगा. तभी सब कुछ, every week I have to start, from scratch, to tell them how to stand, how to punch. और उसके बाद क्या होता है, अगले week अगर छुट्टी हो गया,
Hmm.
everything is forgotten, so repeating the same process over and over again. ये
Uh-huh.
ग्रे बहुत जल्दी आया है. ये साइड इफेक्ट है मार्शल आर्ट का.
Oh wow. बट ठीक है, उसी जस्ट इन दैट प्रोसेस तुम्हें तो कुछ हीरे मिले वहां पे, जैसे नवीन एक हीरा हुआ, वैसे और कुछ
हाँ
हीरे मिले
हाँ.
तुम्हें वहां पे. सो आई कैन सी दैट. सो आई गेस योर हार्ड वर्क इज पेइंग ऑफ एंड द ग्रेज आर पेइंग ऑफ. सो
Yeah. So the best part I find about this is कि लोग दूसरे स्टेट से ट्रैवल करके आते हैं, you know.
ओह वाओ.
So this is one of the major concerns actually MMA का और martial art का in general India में. So
राइट.
people, nearby Delhi, जो metro cities है हमारे, so
हाँ हाँ.
people are coming from the nearby, villages, and they're going to the metro cities to learn how to become a fighter. It's their passion, they're leaving their jobs, they're leaving everything, and they just want to try their hand at martial arts. कि दो
राइट.
तीन साल we'll do this, and then there is a chance we might get into a ring, we might get into professional fighting. But
यस.
when they step inside the ring and when they actually step inside the gym and they inquire about the prices and the expenses this art requires, so
राइट.
this is one of the major reasons they have turned to the small cities. I get calls like we can't afford to train in Delhi, so it's like it's much more cheaper. We can come to your town. तो जितने में वहाँ का जिम का फीस है इतने में they are coming here, they are staying here in a hostel, they are having their meals, and then they are training as well. तो
राइट.
ये रहता है थोड़ा सा इसमें. So I
ओके.
I believe like my city has major big gyms. I won't name them, but the big brands my city has. And then
राइट.
mine is a small setup. And then in terms of martial arts teaching, like people are coming to us. And it's a matter of pride. I actually feel proud. Whenever I sit in social gatherings, I tell them, अभी हरियाणा से एक स्टूडेंट आने वाला है सीखेगा यहाँ पे आके जिम में. And then कानपुर से आएगा और उधर से बात चल रहा है हमारा. छोटे गांव से भी they are coming and they want to come and train. They're even willing to work for me, like give us a job and just teach us. We want to make a
राइट.
career. तो बड़ा
राइट.
अच्छा लगता है ये सुन करके.
No, 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 that is the mark of a good fighting gym. That is what you want to see, right? ऐसे नहीं कि पैसे दे के आओ, train करो, जाके लड़ो. That's a whole different scene. So,
हम्म.
I'm glad you're getting that out there. And मैंने गोविंद आले से बात की थी in one of the previous episodes, and he mentioned
Yeah.
उसने एसएफएल में एक फाइट करी थी, and he
हम्म.
earned some money. तो उसने सोचा
हम्म.
कि बॉम्बे शिफ्ट हो जाऊंगा, and I'll train there and I'll continue fighting. And he had to stay in
हम्म.
a hostel. He had no money. He had money for one last Maggie, and then his second fight got, luckily sanctioned. So it's
Yeah.
difficult. Pro even if you turn professional, if you're going to a big city, यार रहना दिन निकालना बहुत मुश्किल है. It's
And
tough. So I'm
India,
glad
India.
there is an option. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
I remember I used to train. ऐसे मेरे को जहाँ मौका मिलता था, I used to just travel. This is
Uh-huh.
before the lockdown thing. So I
Right.
so I I remember this one time I was in Phuket. I went to the bank, ATM पे. मैंने कार्ड डाला, पैसे नहीं आए.
Okay.
I don't know, somehow my card got blocked. You know,
Hmm.
I had no money. अभी
Uh-huh.
मैं टेंशन में कि ये खाना पीना कैसे करूंगा यहाँ पे. So so there was this retired American cop, who उधर
uh,
अपना रिटायरमेंट एंजॉय कर रहा था. तो आई
hmm.
टोल्ड हिम, यार लिसन ब्रो, मेरा कार्ड ब्लॉक हुआ है, मेरे को पैसा नहीं मिला, अभी क्या करूँ मैं. तो
Hmm.
ही हेल्प मी आउट. चलो एक दिन का खाना, इट्स ऑन मी. यू फिगर आउट योर थिंग.
Okay. Wow.
तो दीज वर द स्ट्रगल्स. ये छोटा छोटा स्ट्रगल याद आता था.
Right. Wow. That must have been scary. In a foreign country, no less.
या
That's yeah.
दैट टू अलोन, लाइक मेरे को 3 दिन तो लगा किसी से बात करने में. कि क्या क्या दोस्त बनाऊंगा इधर.
Oh wow. Okay. ठीक है. Acha, one thing when you travel abroad, right? Like I never have a problem because I have no restriction in what I eat, to be honest,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that helps me when I travel. ठीक है? And in fact, I like to try the local food.
yeah.
Thailand गया था, they had there was जहाँ बांग्ला स्टेडियम है उसके बाहर जो स्ट्रीट market है, वहाँ पे they
Mhm.
were roasting alligator and I had alligator as well. It was cheap, it
Nice.
was exotic. मैंने कहा, ठीक है खा लो.
Mhm.
And so I have no issues, but a lot of Indian fighters obviously have their restrictions, religious reasons. Some are vegetarians, some are Jains.
Yeah.
So how do you have the students and how do you manage their diet? वैसे?
So, um, see, when it comes to fooding, and I just make sure that their portion is controlled. So I
हाँ,
make sure they don't overeat. Me on the
right.
other hand, my plate is like doubly stacked. ऐसा खूब सारा भर के ना, I'm stuffing my mouth with food and I'm telling them do not eat that much. ये मैं भगाऊंगा इसके बाद तुम लोग. तो इश्यूज आते थे कि अब्रॉड में तो मैं भी वेजिटेरियन बन जाता हूँ. लाइक आई
अच्छा.
एम एक्चुअली स्केर्ड ऑफ सी फूड. इतनी सारी टांगे कोई कैसे खा सकता है. So
Right.
chicken is good. Chicken
Hmm.
is good, but when it comes to seafood, I'm like, no, I don't eat meat. I'm just a vegetarian. Find me a carrot or something.
अच्छा. So Thailand में how did you manage that? Thailand, I mean Thailand में you get chicken a lot, but is that all
In
you are
Thailand meat.
having? Hmm.
No, I actually had red meat as well. I had beef as well.
अच्छा,
So I
ठीक है.
wanted to try it. I did an
Right,
experiment with this actually.
right.
So, so during my trainings, we used to get small breaks. कभी half an hour का break होता था, कभी 1 hour का break होता था. So this is something I found out. So
Hmm.
once I had a burger, you know,
अच्छा.
I had a burger and I went to train. So after
Right.
that meal, I started getting dehydrated. So
अच्छा.
अभी समझ में नहीं आया मुझे क्या हुआ ये. And
Hmm.
एक दो दिन बाद I had a steak. So that was
हाँ,
grilled.
हाँ.
And I could
Right.
feel actually there's ज़्यादा energy आ रहा है मेरे अंदर. So
हाँ,
I
हाँ.
tried this experiment again. And the day ऐसा burger वाला दिन fried वाला food होता था तो बड़ा issue हो जाता था because no matter how much water you drink, the
Hmm.
the throat still gets, you still feel thirsty. You feel like the
Right.
सर पेट भरता जाएगा but then you're still feeling thirsty. So
Right.
diet में I used to make plan ahead. Like
Hmm.
I used to tell the kitchen कि this is what I want and this is the time I want that. और
Right.
मैं उनको बोल के जाता था कि आज है. हाँ ट्यूसडे वाला प्रॉब्लम होता था बहुत सारा. Because then they just had sprouts for vegetarian food. Sprouts होगा
Okay.
और salads होगा. And then
Right.
वो fulfilling नहीं है. Like you cannot train on sprouts. Like
You can't. Yeah.
so Tuesday was Tuesday was a special blackout day.
अच्छा.
शाम होते हैं blackout होना पक्का है.
हाँ, हाँ.
बाकी दिन तो we used to manage. And
Right.
इंडिया में भी है अच्छा लाइक फूडिंग में ना. आई गेस
Hmm.
मध्य प्रदेश इज माय फेवरेट प्लेस. So
Okay.
MP has amazing food, vegetarian food. I would actually
Right.
eat at the venue. Other states, I would just ask. I would find a local restaurant good enough and to take my team. वहाँ पे हम लोग खाते थे.
Right.
But MP is
Hmm.
somewhere you can eat anything. और किधर भी everything is delicious actually.
Right.
Bangalore is a difficult story altogether. तो
Okay.
वहाँ मुझे कभी खाना समझ में नहीं आता था.
Right. So my wife, she's from MP, and my in-laws here
Okay,
in Indore. So
okay, okay.
here used to be my problem. The food is amazing in Indore, and you will get good vegetarian food, but most of the city is vegetarian.
Yeah,
So I remember for one of the MM in India Nationals, I was cutting weight and I'd gone to visit them about a
yeah.
week before the MMA in Bangalore Open.
Mhm.
And यार अंडे नहीं मिल रहे दुकानों में. So I'm like, wait,
Hmm.
हो क्या रहा है? And the food is amazing, but I couldn't touch the food. क्योंकि
Yeah,
वहां पे ना खाने के अलावा the sweets are amazing.
yeah,
The कलाकंद, the रबड़ीज and सुबह सुबह पोहा तो खाते ही हैं, and पोहा के साथ they'll have
हाँ.
रबड़ी on the side. I'm like,
रबड़ी
यार ऐसे
जलेबी.
नहीं होगा. या रबड़ी जलेबी, everything. So
Hmm.
but या मुझे अंडे ढूंढ 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 के फाइनली किसी कोने में एक छोटा स्ट्रीट वेंडर था, उससे अंडे
Hmm.
मिले मुझे. But yeah, the food is amazing in MP, and that is a problem for me because then I cannot cut weight.
बट वो हम लोग इवन आई वुड मेक श्योर मेरा फाइटर अगर खाना खा भी रहा है तो अभी
हाँ,
उसको पता है कि अभी राउंड मारने पड़ेंगे ग्राउंड में. तो इतना हम मैनेज करते थे. द की इज पोर्शन कंट्रोल. यू कैन हैव एनीथिंग एज लॉन्ग एज तो उसको थोड़ा सा एंजॉय कर लो. ठीक है. बाकी कुछ चीजें हम लोग अवॉइड कर देते थे. शुगर वो द स्टिक. नो नो, शुगर नहीं खा सकते आप लोग. लेकिन खाने में है ठीक है. थोड़ा सा खाना है, अंडे खा लो चलेगा.
I'll try to get him back. Yeah, we lost you for a bit. So
I actually can't hear you, Vaibhav.
can you? Is it better now? No, you can't hear me. Um. Okay, let me just try to figure out what's happening. Can you rejoin?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I was worried that we lost you for a minute.